All right, guys. So, good morning, good evening. Today we are starting our HTML class. So, let's look at the things we're gonna do, right? All our class recording, right, will be available here. If you go to the, this GitHub link, one stack one folder, right? So here you're gonna find the, all the details of our class. We have completed Git and GitHub in last two class. In the coming days, right? Once we reach JavaScript, or mostly maybe after completing JavaScript, right? During the React or Next.js class, we're gonna revisit this GitHub, or during the DevOps also, right? DevOps, we have to study few more things in GitHub, Git and GitHub, right? So that's the things we're gonna do. Git and GitHub is like, as you keep working, right? Your skill will be keep improving, how to use properly, and on the way you're going to learn few more things. Okay, so this is the tools which we use for our development process, right? Fine. Now the first thing we're going to learn in web development is HTML. So inside the HTML, if you look at this readme file, this is the readme file, right? Soon you open that, you will get here. Okay, so HTML CSS recording class I will add here after the class is finished. I will add the video here. So every class, right? For example, all the classes related to HTML, CSS, you will find the video link here with this in the sequence, right? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As the class will keep moving, right? So let's start now. We're going to talk about the HTML. What is HTML, right? Hypertext markup language. Just a marking up language, right? So in any website, right? In any website, when you go there, let's say this website, right? What you see here is text, some kind of image. Maybe this is an image. Here is a text or link, we can call it. That is also a text, but with a link, right? If I click, I can send to the different page, correct? I'm sent here, right? So image, link, here is the image and some normal text, right? With the some kind of heading and paragraph, something like that. There is a buttons, again text, normal text here, the list, maybe list of items. There is some image here, or maybe you click to watch the video, right? Text, all this text. So what I'm saying is HTML, right, is the one who make this happen. I mean, who makes this possible, right? HTML elements are responsible for displaying these things. Okay, so let's look at now, right? What are the elements and how we can use that? So level 1, I mean, there will be level 1, 2, 3, right? In HTML, you're gonna mostly, let's divide into 3 level, right? Level 1, 2, and 3. So the first level is understanding tags, how you can create HTML file, and what is attributes, how you're gonna write comments in HTML, comments, right? Because every programming language, there is a way you can write comment. Okay, so we're gonna look at that also. What is HTML? It stands for hypertext markup language. HTML is the standard markup language for creating web page, right? This is the standard. Okay, every web page, whatever we do online, right, we use HTML to display our content. HTML describes the structure of the web page. Okay, so basically structure only, right? And we will look at that now, with one example. You just put the structure together. Basically packaging, right? Packaging, let's say you have a box, and in that box you want to pack some stuff properly, nicely, right? So you have to configure your HTML, or you have to write your HTML in such a way that it is packed properly. Just imagine that for now, right? So HTML consists of series of elements. So what is elements? We can look at that. HTML elements tells the browser how to display content. Same thing, in the browser you display content, and HTML elements are responsible, right, for telling browsers to display the content. HTML elements label pieces of content, such as this is heading, this is paragraph, this is the, so elements are responsible again for displaying different parts of the website, right? So basic page, okay. So how we create HTML page, right? What I will do is I'm just gonna take let's see, here in the HTML, right? Okay, so in the same folder, I'm gonna just create a project. I'll just call it class1, right? Let's say HTML class1, okay, like that. Here I'm gonna this is very small, so let me improve the text here. Okay, so we're just gonna create HTML page. So this is the first page you're gonna add, index HTML. All right, and then if you have emmet installed, emmet, right, in your VS Code, if you have installed emmet, let's see, this one. So I have not installed yet. Is that one? No, right? What is the EMM? This one, okay. So you can install this also, right? Just install that. Even if you don't install, I think the VS Code already give you some option, right, to write code quick, okay. So these are the extensions which help us to write our code quickly, right? Now if I do exclamation like this, enter, right, it will give me the boilerplate to write HTML, okay. So when we writing HTML, you're gonna need this line, first line of code, exclamation dot type HTML, then again HTML language English, right? So this defines the standard of HTML, right? Because HTML has improved in many years, so this will define which standard we are using, which version of HTML we are using, right? So this is the latest one, HTML5, okay, the current one, right? HTML language you have to specify here, that is English. Now head section, where you define the like character set, this is one of the standard we use normally. Meta defines the viewport and width of the, basically how the page will scale, right, based on the device. So this is the standard you have to add here, okay. So maybe this page will be viewing in the mobile or desktop or maybe large TV, right? So your page will be automatically scaled based on this standard, okay. So you just have to write here and done, right? Nothing special about this. So these are the few things you must have, okay. Head, inside the head you must have these two things, and then title of your document, right? So title of document will be, let's call it my first page, right? HTML page, okay. So now if I just open this by just right clicking, open live server, here right click, open live server, right? Because we have installed again the extension called live server, okay. So it's just this one, right, live server. This extension will allow us to make our website live within our computer, okay, I mean in our working environment, right? So it is similar to hosting the page, okay, and you go to www something, right? So here what you see, look at my first HTML page, that's the title what I just added, right, to the code here. Okay, so this is the basic format, right? When you start writing HTML. Now here in the body, inside the body, you will add all your structure for the page. So now let's understand the HTML tag, right? What is HTML tag, what is attribute, and what is element? Okay, so let's understand that. So, I just describe the basic how you gonna start writing HTML. Before we write anything, we need to understand what is HTML element, right? What is tag, element? Okay, so let's look at this paragraph tag, right? P tag. Okay, this is the paragraph tag. When you writing any HTML, you must have opening bracket, basically opening tag. This is called closing tag, and the content in between. Just remember this structure, right? Most of the time, 99% of the time, this will be your structure of writing HTML. Paragraph, then the content, paragraph opening tag, closing tag, and the content, right? So opening angle bracket, closing angle bracket, element name, and forward slash, same thing, right? Opening, closing, and element name, right? And the content in the middle. Okay, so that is one way. This is the way you're going to write. There are also element, right, called empty element. Empty element means you don't gonna have content like this. Okay, so in that case, you just close your element in the first part, right? Insert, embed something in the document. Okay, empty element, right? So in that case, you just put your closing right in front of here. So for example, let's say empty element will be look like this, right? HR horizontal line, right? I will close this. That's it. So this is how you close empty element. If this is paragraph, we must put some text, right? Some text. So in that case, you have opening element, closing element, and the text in between. So this is two different way you're gonna insert the element, right, in your page. That's the way. Okay, now we're gonna start learning about the element. Okay, let's look at that. So empty element, there is something called nesting, but I will come back here, right? Attributes also, I will come back there. First, we need to learn what are the most common element, right? So for defining the box, in order to define a box, right? Because remember, HTML is all about how you pack your element, right? How you're gonna pack it. So you're gonna need a box to pack. Okay, so to define a section means what? Let's say in the school, right, you have section A, B, C, class 1, A, B, C, something like that. So different room, right? You're creating a different room and you put a lot of student inside, right? Same thing. So creating a box or section, these are the elements which is used, right? To display the text in the website, you have text like this. You have a heading text, paragraph text, button text. Okay, so to display a text, you're gonna use this element: heading, paragraph, maybe span, also list items, right? Okay, so these are used for displaying the text. Input, so you're gonna have input form, like fill out the form, something like that, in your website. Let the user submit their remarks or register your websites. In that case, you're going to use the form elements, and these are the elements for creating form. Now you're going to have image in your page, image and link. So these are the two elements used for image, img, and the A for creating link or anchor tag, right? Other elements like horizontal line breaks, these are the elements. So in most common elements if you remember all this, right, and their use case, then you know in your website, right, when you start creating, 99% of the time this will be enough to write your page. Okay, so just try to get this right. For creating a section, for creating a or adding text, creating a form, image, a tag, and some extra horizontal line and line break, right? Okay, out of here, right, there are two types of element, that is block level and inline element. So I will come back here again later. Okay, I mean, I will just explain this later, right? Let's not the most common elements we have just looked at. These are the most common elements. Okay, so now we have some idea about the elements, right? Let's create the page. Okay, let's create our first page. Okay, so first thing was, right, what is the first thing? One more thing, how we add comment in our HTML, right? So you're gonna put something like this. Oh, what is that? So let me control backslash, right? Control backslash, and it will give you the options to add a comment. Or if you want, you can just open bracket like this, exclamation dash dash, and you will get the place to write a comment. So this is HTML comment area, right? Comment area. Okay, so that's how you write comment in HTML. So easy. If you want to comment something, right, let's say you have a lot of HTML. Okay, I will just use the lorem to add maybe lorem 10, right? It will add 10 text. So I have a lot like this. I want to comment all this, right? So I'll just select everything and control forward slash, right? So this is just near the shift, okay, on the last line in your keyboard, right? In your question, just below the question mark, okay? In the same tab with question mark, yeah. Not forward. I believe that is a backward, right? Let's say backward, okay, backward, because forward is above the enter, okay. So that is a backward slash. So if you select again and again hit backward slash, it will uncomment. One more time, control backward slash, and it will comment, right? So I hope that is clear. Now, first thing, we're going to look at the element for creating a text. So what are the different kind of text you have to add, right? You're going to add heading, right? So let's add heading 1. This is heading 1, right? Okay, so in heading 1 in your website, right, if you are writing an essay or something, you're going to have main heading or the top heading of your page. So that will be h1. If in one paragraph there is another heading, right, then you can use that for just use h2, right, inside there. This is subheading, right? Okay, and then again in the same paragraph, if there is another heading, you can use s3, right? So you might have some paragraph here, like some text 20, correct? You have some text here. If you have another heading again below this text, then just use this is heading second, a third, right? Like that. Okay, and then you have again the list of item maybe. So you can have heading 1, 2, 3, but in any section, right, or any box, if there is a heading 2, and in that section you have to subheading, right, then you just gradually go to the next number, okay, like 3 or 4, like that. Okay, after 3 you can have 4 heading, 4th heading, right? So let's say this is the list of apple, right, or list of fruit. Okay, oops, correct. Now I need to add some list of items, so that is ul, right? So ul will be on order list, and li to add the list item. So apple. So you can add now many li item, right? Like that. Okay. You can do that. Next is order list, order, right? OL. Again, same thing, list item. So this is, let's call it mango. So you might have another heading, right? So now this is the list and this is the list also, right? Same level. Then if you need another heading, you can just call this, right? Same thing. You don't have to make H4, okay? If they are in the same level, just keep it the same heading, right? S3 again here and call it list of vegetable, right? Something like that. Okay. So what is the vegetable name, you know? Carrot, whatever. Okay. I just put it here, right? Now again, I mean, that's how you can do organize your things, right? So we learn how to add headings, paragraph, list items. Now we're going to learn how to insert image, right? First, let's look at the A tag. A tag here. So this will add link, right? So you're going to, let's call it https :/ google.com, right? So when you click the link, google.com, like that, when you click this, it will take you to this website, right? So that's how you add a link. So let's go live view. I'm already in the live, right? So here, so you can see, you know, they are in the same level. We have this heading 2, this is heading 1, there is a paragraph. If you click this, right, it will just open the google.com, right? Did I click? I don't know why it's not opening. Okay, so there might be something wrong, right? https, look at this, ps, not that, right? So there is a spelling mistake. https, save. So you know, you can add some more attribute. We have not learned about attribute, but you can add here more attributes, right? So will be underscore, let's say target, right? Target attribute underscore blank. So when you click, it will open the new blank page. So close that. Okay, let's go here, refresh the page, click now, right? It just opened the new blank page here, google.com. Okay, so that's how you add a link. So how are we going to add image, right? So let me get one image from the Upsplash. You know, you can use this for getting image, right? So what image are we going to take? Let's say, you know, C, right? Or maybe forest. You can find a lot of images here. Okay, so this is the nice one. So it's paid image. Oh, okay, I don't want that. Just looking for a free one, right? I don't know why it's giving paid, right? So for save, copy, save as, I will just go here somewhere and save, right? So go to the document. What is this? Money stack 1 class HTML. Inside HTML class1, I'll just create image folder there, right? And add the image. So this will be, let's call it 1. Okay. So how are we going to display the image? Simple, image tag. So you give this location of your image. So we just added the image folder inside here, and 1, right? So okay, so I put I've missed to put here. I don't know why. So just move it to the one image inside the image one. Okay, that's the one. So let's open this dot and then select the image, right? You know, when you have image, you must provide the attribute alt. Okay, so it defines about your image, right? So let's call it forest, right? Rainy forest. Okay, save. And if we go to the website, I can close that. You can see the image here, right? Big image. Okay, let me put side by side and then continuously work, right? So that I think today I'm clicking too much, you know. Sorry guys. Let's arrange this. All right, so I mean, you see now how we're gonna add all the image and all that, right? I mean, for image, I will just give attribute width, maybe let's call it 50, and height of 50 also, right? Save, just to make image small. Okay. So we learn how to use different elements to do different things, right? To display text, to display the link and image. So text, link, and image. Fine, we have learned that. The more in the most common element, if you look at the most common element right here, now defining the section. What is section now, right? So we're gonna learn about this maybe tomorrow class. So we're gonna just work on this section part, right? Okay. Basically, just imagine, right? Your website has many sections. In this website, if you look at, you have a header section. This is the top section, header. Then you might have this one main section, not main, but let's call it hero section, right? But you're gonna use one section or box element to put this image together, right? Then you're gonna have this heading one, maybe the paragraph and button, right? So let's do one thing, okay? Let's quickly design this, right? Something like this quickly, just HTML. If I have to design this in HTML, how I can do, right? So let's do that. That should be one example for today class, right? So what I will do, I'm just gonna create one project folder. Let's call it project Zerodha, right? Let's call it just a name, okay? Zerodh, Zerodha. Yes, okay, something like that. And I'm gonna index that is the first thing we're gonna do. I'll add this here. So I will define the title and call it Zerodha landing homepage, right? Zerodha, you know. So you can call it Zerodha finance or something, you know, something like that. Finance. Fine. Now I need a section for this top level, right? So I will call it header. That is a header section box. I'm going to just create one box called header for this top section. Then I have this main section here, right? So maybe I will just call the main like this. And maybe I have footer. This is the footer section, right? So I mean, there is no footer, but let's add something, right? Let's call this footer section. Okay. So I have 3 sections. So I'm going to go to the top one. In the top section, I have this image, right? Save as, so inside here, logo, right? So let's save this logo, okay? SVG file logo, fine. There is one button also, right? In the mobile device, you can see button. If no mobile, then you're going to see something like this. So I'm going to add sign up, about, product, pricing, support, right? These are the list of items we can add. Okay. So let's start here. I have logo already. Okay. I just added right in the image. Not that one, but I think, did I save it here? Class image. Yeah, I did that one, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna create one more folder called images here, like this, and move that to my project folder. Simple. So that's how you organize your project. Also, you add the images folder. If you have CSS, you can add CSS folder. You have main project folder. Inside the main, you have the index HTML, the top level. Top level means what? Directly in this folder, right? So in my box, header box or wrapper header, right? I'm going to have the logo. So even if you look at this logo has the click, right? Click. So what I will do, let's add a tag, right? For now, I will just leave it like this, or maybe just leave it empty, right? No click for now. We don't have place to go, so just leave it like that. And here I'm going to call my image, because remember I'm going to insert this logo as an image, right? So dot slash will give me my image folder, and I have logo here. Okay, let's call it logo, right? Simple. So let's go live view and check. So it looks something like this now, guys. It's too big, right? But it's okay, just leave it. You're gonna start styling later, not now. Now after that, I'm gonna have list of item. So if you look at now, right, just look at this a little bit more. Yeah, so just to see the list of item. Okay, you can see that list of item here. So after that, right, because I'm inside the header, all these things are in the header, right? So here I'm going to call ul and li, right? List one, because I need to click and go somewhere. So I will call my a tag again. I don't have place to go, so I'll just put a hashtag. That will, you will be able to click, but this means you don't have the route or link to go, right? Or page where you can navigate. Okay, you don't have right now. So just put this one so that there will be no error, right? The first one is sign up, right? Fine. I just created one. I need 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I will just copy 5 times, or 1, 2, 3, 4. That is enough. Change this to about, change this to product, change products, right? Change this to pricing, change this to support. Okay, support. Then there is a button, we can even add one more here, and you can call the button, right, some kind of the icons. So for now we don't have, so let's leave this one, right? Let's not worry about that. We're going to learn how to add icons maybe in the next class. So I'll just leave it like this. Now if you go, you see something, sign up, about, products, pricing, and all that, right? So you just add it simply, right? Maybe you're thinking, oh, okay, it looks very nice here, right? It looks prettier, nice. Yeah, so that is again CSS. We have to use CSS to make things more organized, prettier, right? But what we are learning is how to use basic HTML to structure, to put our layout together, right? First you have to give a structure, and then you design it or style it with your CSS. Second part, but we must memorize the basic HTML to structure our page. So I will save this image now. Go back here inside Zerodha page image, right? And landing image. Okay, save that. So I'm done with the header, right? I have nothing in the header section. Next time, if I need to update something, I just come here. I can add the logo again, all that. Not logo, but icons and all, right? But in the main section now, I can have many sections, right? In the main. So for example, this is the image. You can have like section here. Let's call it hero section. So here you have image, right? Image and landing PNG. Okay. So zero the hero image, right? Just hero. Okay. Fine. So that is the image you have. Inside the main, again, you have another section here. So let's add another section again. See, I'm just adding one image in the one section. You can do that more organized, right? Now you have another section, heading one. So this is the investment in everything, invest in everything, right? So just put here heading one. Then you have paragraph like this. Just below that paragraph. And there is a button, right? So you just call the button tag sign up now. See? So this is all we have to do, right? You don't have to go and design all this. If you want, you can put, but I will not recommend for now. Just you learn how we are structuring our page, okay? So footer section, you can put it here, one paragraph and call it copyright, something like that. I think, I don't know what is the, and you see some kind of round here, right? There is a code for that, okay? So code for copy, code, HTML code, right? HTML code for copyright symbol, okay? Something. So that's the one. Even I forget all the time, right? So you can put that or this one, right? This one. So let's put this here. Okay. And then copyright. So you don't have to put this, this side belongs to Dave, right? And 2024, something, whatever here. Okay, done. So let's check the site now. See, image is there and copyright. This is this site belongs to Dave 2024, right? There is a button, there is a paragraph, there is these things, there is an image, all that. So we have finished our work. It's time to style, but we're not going to do today. Our goal is to just learn HTML, right? For next 2 to 3 class. All right, so guys, let me summarize it quickly and then we're going to stop, right? So what I want you to understand, right, is how you create your HTML page. Next is what are the section tag, okay? The tag for inserting text, tag for inserting the form, image and a tags, right? These are the few important tags you must understand, right? And how you're going to insert that. Your focus should be, right, what we are doing on daily basis, okay? Once you really understand it, right, and you can see what I have done just now is simply, right, if you can manage to do that on your own, so that means you have completed the daily tasks, okay? So just focus, right? Just maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour, just focus on daily basis what we are learning, right? If you continue in the same pattern, right? Because remember, the continuity and the pattern is very important, okay? The patterns will change your behavior, right? And just continue with that same process, okay? Once you complete daily tasks, then you can, just do whatever you want, you may be learning something different, just continue with that, right? But just try complete daily tasks, okay? So in here we have many more projects. You just open, just open this cake recipe, or just open that link, right? And then try to add HTML for that couple of, maybe not everything, just one page, right? Few things you can add in your page. Tribute page, just do that one. Just put the HTML for this page, right? Personal portfolio. So all these things you can quickly add the HTML, right? If you have time, okay. So see how you know how to structure. I mean, if you have good idea, right, to structure your page properly. Fine. So let's see. Let's go back here. Yes, so just go through all this, right? What we have done, do the revision if you have to, and create the structure of the page, right? In tomorrow class, we will continue with the what is nesting, what is attributes, Boolean attributes, all that, right? And then we're gonna move to the we're gonna move to the more like form elements, table elements. Okay, these are the few things we're gonna learn tomorrow. And then after that, we move to the CSS where we're gonna stay for a long time, right? Okay, guys. So thank you very much. I will stop here.